Well, another week and the government shutdown continues, or is it, as Fox News wants to tell us, only a slim down, eliminating all of the worst aspects of government? That's certainly some wordsmithing, if I've ever heard it myself. Lewis, Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell were both caught on mic. I don't think they knew they were being recorded, although Mitch McConnell does say in this clip that he's all wired in or something like that. They were kind of talking about the next shutdown move and strategy. Mike's picked it up. Take a look, listen for yourself.
Do you have a second?
I'm all wired up here.
I just did CNN. I just go over and over again. We're willing to compromise. We're willing to negotiate. I don't think they poll tested. We won't negotiate. I think it's awful for them to say that over and over again.
Yeah, I do too. And I just came back from the 2-hour meeting with them, and that was basically the same view privately as it was publicly.
I think if we keep saying we wanted to defund it, we fought for that, but now we're willing to compromise on this, I think they can't. We're going to. I think. Well, I know we don't want to be here, but we're going to win this, I think.
So this is pretty funny for a couple of reasons. I mean, the funniest thing about this is that in the 3 days since it's been recorded, it's not really gone the way that Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell predicted here. Just saying, hey, if they keep saying, they being the Democrats, if they keep saying they're not going to compromise, and we keep saying we're willing to compromise, we'll look good and they'll look bad, it seems like that plan has completely imploded in the faces of Republicans. Overwhelmingly, polls showing Americans blame Republicans correctly for this shutdown. And it's kind of funny to get a little insight, Lewis, funny and just compelling to see what the conversations are like, presumably private conversations, unless you're really conspiratorial and think that being caught on mic was in and of itself staged, which I don't really think so. This is just the thought process that they went through, and based on that, it's not really working well.
Right, and I love at the end, Rand Paul says, like, I know we don't want to be here, but I think we can win, or whatever he says. Like, kind of, that's kind of telling too. I mean, these guys know. I mean, the golden rule is that if there are microphones around, you just don't talk. I mean, maybe they didn't think what they were saying was that bad, or maybe they just didn't realize that it'd be picked up.
Yeah, I've actually had, I guess what I would consider experienced political aides, right? Not elected officials, but just their aides. And a lot of them, even after when we used to have people in our studio back in Northampton, Massachusetts, at Valley Free Radio, our initial affiliate, even when we clearly were in a commercial, there was music playing, we were clearly not on the air, they still would always ask, are those mics off right now? Just because they know that sometimes, even when there's a commercial or whatever's going on, you get caught. And Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell not taking those precautions here. And it's not so much that what they said is shocking. It's that what they said is just not playing out the way they expected. And I have to say, I'm glad that that's the case, because we don't want the American public bamboozled by the fact that Democrats aren't willing to compromise and Republicans claim they are. Just because you're hearing those talking points doesn't mean you're going to start blaming Barack Obama for the shutdown, and people haven't.